Why, hello and welcome everybody. It is Pohx again. So I want to kind of update you guys a little bit with the character that I posted the video on today. I'll also explain a little bit about him as well. But this is the Pohx Spin character, which is supposed to be the pure lightning cycloner, which is actually not pure lightning because I use hatred. And I want to show you guys a little bit of how the character is and how shit the character is before the full transformation. It's always fun to do this. So, let's talk about the tree since a lot of people didn't understand it as well. I know I fucked up, I didn't put CI in and whatnot, but let me show you guys, I guess, a better demonstration of what the tree should look like because there are some very special individuals that don't understand that, sorry, where is it? Here we go. That there's also, like, you know, build layouts, so I'll make a build to 120 points and you can kind of pull out whatever you want, but, you know, clearly some people have a very small brain. That's alright. Anyway, so this is what we have at 99 points, and this is basically the bare minimum requirements that I decided to pull out for the character. So at 99 points and going crit, this is kind of what we can make our character do. Now, just to cover a couple things that I saw in the comments below and why I'm going to answer them, the reason why I have things like 3-point jewels here, right, is because I desperately need strength in my build. Brain Rattler requires 212 strength. That's a bit difficult to acquire as a Templar Shadow Witch build. The reason why I don't have 2-point jewels in is, again, this is supposed to show the bare minimum. Flask nodes are very important for this build because they scale the damage and survivability of all your flash pretty much. We have CI in this build variant, so that's really good. Same thing with Ghost Reaver and Volpact. And yeah, that's pretty much the bare minimum requirements for the character, which I think is like level 80. The reason why we don't get arcing blows is because we don't need the penetration from it. It's not bad to get while leveling. In fact, actually, I should realistically swap this over, but this is my life-based version that I'm in now, if you guys want to kind of see what this is like. Remember, if you want the builds, I'll link my profile in the description down below, and all you guys have to go do is look at the character, Pohx Spin, and you can see him. So, let me show you what we've got going right now. This character is going to look like complete ass, but again, I don't have any crit yet at all, like none. So I'm currently using Fizz to Lightning, Weapon Elemental Damage, Ink AoE, Cyclone, and Elemental Focus. You could just use Melee Physical, it's better than it, but I don't feel like coloring my Bramblejack, it doesn't really matter that much. And this is my weapon, Mr. Brain Rattler. I've got just basic accessories. What you want on them is Wed. Wed is very important for the build. It's the #1 most important stat. So Wed on ring, Wed on belt, Wed on other ring, and Wed on amulet until we replace it for the following gear, which is over here, which would be the 800 ES Regalia and the Acquire of the Storm, which hopefully will, you know, really scale this build. So anyway, let's go ahead and just show you guys a little bit of the content of how the build's going to perform. Now, there are a lot of things that are pretty shit with it right now, but we're working on those right now. So at the moment, I've just got Poacher's Mark and Hatred. I do need to factor in Discipline, and I think I also need to factor in Purity of Lightning. I don't know how the fuck I'm doing that part, so we're going to worry about that later. I think I might just put Warlord's Mark on cast when damage taken, but then I need to figure out my mana. So anyway, let's get the character going. Oh, actually, shit, I need to change my keybinds because I was playing some Warcraft. Alright. There we go. So he is like kind of fucking weird right now, I'm not gonna lie. But it does work for leveling. I do expect the damage to go up astronomical amounts once I actually go crit, because then I can actually make use of my nodes as an Inquisitor. But until then, this is what I'm leveling with till about 80. It does okay damage, it's nothing too crazy. Since I know there's a lot of tooltip warriors out there, I'll pad my tooltip for you so you can see exactly what my damage is. So 1, 2, 3, we're at 83k, which is shit. In terms of the Inquisitor nodes, I don't actually have any of the crit nodes. I just have the 2 points. I have Instruments of Virtue and Augury. But again, for leveling, the character really doesn't seem that bad. I thought it was going to be like a nightmare to level this character, but it's not. It's pretty AIDS, but could be a lot worse. Woo! Reflect will kill you, so Warlords is definitely like super mandatory when you get a little bit further in. I ended up swapping on Warlord's Mark around level like 70. Prior then, I just used Poacher's Mark. Poacher's Mark sustains your mana like 100%. It also gives you frenzy charges and whatnot, so that's really good. The AoE is not very big on this Cyclone, unfortunately. With the exception of Dying Sun, I have to figure out what I could do to get more AoE. I know I could like vol some belts and stuff, but we'll worry about that part later. I have to see if the build's actually going to work. But right now, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of damage flasks you could get as well. Atzuri's Promise would be a little bit of damage, a little bit of leech. I don't think I'm going to use it. There's also, what is it that we have? Taste of Hate is super good, so as long as I can, or have enough slots in my flask to get them, then I'll use that as well. That's a bit expensive, so I want to see if I can make it work without it. This is also on a 5-link as well, because, you know, I don't want to spend all the currency for a 6-link, and then the build just doesn't even work. See if I can find Mr. Senpai Vol, so you can see how shitty my single target is. Where is he? Here he is. Whee! Ow. Whee! It's alright. It's nothing too crazy. Let's just finish up this run really fast. Cyclone takes a lot of like practice to getting used to, I feel, because like I don't know, it feels like a. I think it's the lack of AoE that makes it feel really weird sometimes. It gets stuck on all the rocks and shit too. Come on, give me the level up. Give me the level up. Give me the level up, please. It feels bad, man. You level up. Wow. Let's get it, boys. Come on. Come on. There we go. There's the level up. Oh, I don't have a... That's awkward. Okay. So, again, just to show a little bit of what I've got that I'm respecking, we've got life here we're going to be pulling out. This whole couple points right here will be swapped out. Actually, Elementalist is really good to grab, so let's take that. So we'll drop this. One thing to note as well is I was informed that Choir of the Storm actually gives more. I really don't understand the wording. Maybe I'm just fucking stupid. I really don't know, but... Critical Strike is increased by uncapped lightning resistance. I'm just not going to say what this does because I clearly don't understand it, but it gives a lot of crit, so if you want to see exactly what it does, go look it up on the wiki because everyone's telling me like a different thing. Supposedly now it gives you the amount of crit rate that it says that like just total lightning resist you have, but I don't want to say anything and then say the wrong thing, so when I actually put it on, I'll be able to see. Actually, I could put it on, but fuck it, that's no fun, right? So this is going to be a huge part of our build, because we're going to be scaling lightning resistance on our tree, and hopefully with Purity of Lightning as well, to get like super high crit rate through this, which allows us to go Inquisitor and crit. But just to go on with it, we'll be dropping Discipline and Training, we'll drop this whole bottom wheel here, we'll probably pull out one AoE node here, Galvanic Hammer will remove these two nodes and go up here. We're going to drop Quick Recovery. We're also going to drop Cruel Preparation. We'll drop Elemental Overload. We'll drop Heart and Soul. And then we'll drop these three, connect upwards through the spell damage here. Pull out these two and connect this way. And then we can drop this node as well. Actually, I could do that almost now, technically. And then we'll grab Charisma. So that's pretty much the build and what it's going to be. Last thing to note is this is kind of what makes my entire build work, is Righteous Providence and Inevitable Judgment mainly, which critical strikes ignore monster enemy elemental resistance. So anyway, if you guys want to check out the build, I'll be playing more of it tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow we can do the big transition. But I am out for now, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And feel free to jot down or type anything the way you want in the comment section below. Remember though, I don't really know much about this character. I saw a lot of questions asking why, and why. And the really only thing I could tell you is I don't know yet. I haven't played the character, so when I hit like level 80, 85 or something, I'll be more than happy to answer all your guys' questions. But that's all I've got in terms of the whys. So, hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I'll see you boys all tomorrow. Take care, everyone.